A sociopath. Police say that's how this Sugar Land teen describes himself after he was charged with having bomb-making materials. And while his school's principal is grateful for the investigation that led to this arrest, some are coming to the student's defense.
There was never a specific threat against the school, but the student allegedly talked about the kind of damage bombs could do, according to Jason Miles.
Investigators say this home on a quiet street in Sugar Land was the center of a Clements High School student's explosive hobby.
That surprises me that this is so close to home.
Elaine Biles lives a few doors down.
I want them investigated. I want to make sure that my neighborhood's safe and I'm safe. My family's safe.
17-year-old Maximillion Young was charged earlier this month with possession of explosive components after a tip from fellow students. We're just now learning from court records about all of the things police say searches of his home recovered, including potassium nitrate, charcoal, and sulfur he had allegedly intended to use to build bombs. Investigators say Young told classmates he was a sociopath and likes to see things go boom, adding he could use bombs at school because other students were going nowhere in life and are not worth it. This student says he had a class with Young.
It would have been really bad if anything happened. He planned to do anything like maybe today or tomorrow that could have, hurt people.
Is tomorrow the last day of school?
Yeah.
In a note to Clements' parents, the principal commended students who came forward with information about Young, but his attorney believes the whole situation is overblown, adding in a text to me, quote, "While we recognize that it is totally necessary that our schools be hyper-vigilant to keep our children safe, law enforcement has completely missed the mark in this case. It appears that law enforcement has grossly misinterpreted information or has an incomplete investigation in this matter."
And that was Jason Miles reporting. Maximillion Young bonded out of jail the day after his arrest. He was removed from that school the same week. Now, several weapons were found inside his home as well. Police are still looking into whether they were legally purchased by another family member.